For the next round, we'd like to invite each of our candidates to be able to ask one question of another candidate. Specifically,
of the Holy Spirit is that if we all do make it to the Senate, are we, it seems we have shared values. I've heard all of them speak this morning. Are we going to be working together to really bring about to reality the idealism that we have expressed in front of the first-time voters this morning? Are we going to work together and not fight the way they do because they belong to a political party or because they belong to a different, or I don't know, for whatever motivation. But that, or if any of you here win, would you take us as sure consultants? Knowing how good you all are, if any of us would win, would you all agree to be consultants to help our country move up?
I lived in the United States for 17 years. I have a very lucrative clinic in Oklahoma. And this is the one advantage I have over everybody else. I can walk away from this exercise anytime I want on my own terms. I am answerable only to God. I'm the only one who is totally uncompromised. So I want to assure my fellow candidate that if elected, I am here to serve only for one term. And I'm going to do this because I want to repay my country back. You see, I was a scholar ng bayan. I am a UP alumnus. In our class of 140, in our class of 140 at BGH, 82 were in the United States after 2 years. But this proves one point though, that my wife and I, both from class 1989, were able to make it. We were able to come back to our country permanently. And we are here right now, active in the process of trying to repay our debt to our country. So I am here principally to help out in my country, in our country, in whatever best way I can. And if that involves alliances with anybody, any politician, I'm not afraid of any of these guys because I don't owe anybody of these guys. But at the same time, I'm not afraid to join hands with anybody because it's for the country's best interests that I am here back permanently to stay. Thank you.
My question is, given the one chance, na any law or any program or activity pwede niyong gawin to again inspire people to move forward and the country move forward. Let me give you this opportunity to share it with our first-time voters. One program or one law, walang limit sa pondo or whatever.
You mentioned a very important thing, no? There are very many beautiful laws coming out of the woodwork. And we were all surprised to find out that many of these good laws are not funded. And yet there is money for pork barrel. Isn't that a contradiction? It should be, you should have funding for all laws that come out of the woodwork. Usually the military persons would want the modernization law, but I would choose another law because the military modernization can take a back seat in favor of human rights. And perhaps I can put together the charter of the Ombudsman. Why? I was listening to then Ombudsman Marcelo. He was complaining that each of his prosecutors are prosecuting 3 criminal cases a day. Well, when I schedule my criminal cases, it's twice a week. So I can prepare for my criminal cases, presumably, compared to the person on the other end. He has to prepare for 3. And he was complaining. He even went to the bishops one day and said, "Bishops, we need your help. Please convince the legislators to fund the hiring of more lawyers so we can prosecute these cases and finish them off because the cases are taking so long and the conviction rate is very low." So that's one. I would like to strengthen that. The other one is the Commission on Human Rights. Mr. Luz mentioned correctly that I was a legal consultant in the Constitutional Commission of 1986. I was assigned to one of the 48 commissioners. And I proudly mention here, it was my idea to my boss, Ed Garcia, to put the Commission on Human Rights as part of the Constitution. Why? Because I told Ed, pag wala na si Tita Cory, wala na tayong Presidential Committee on Human Rights. Therefore, we should strengthen the Commission on Human Rights. It doesn't have prosecutorial powers, it merely has investigative and recommendatory powers. Then let's amend the charter of the Commission on Human Rights and put those prosecutorial powers, and we must fund them properly.
Paano malalaman ng ating mga kababayang mga halal na ang isang kandidato ay sincero at karapat-dapat ng kanyang boto? Kasi kung titignan mo, halos pare-pareho eh. Lalo na yung mga tinatawag naming trapo, yung mga traditional politicians. We call them trapo. Ito yung magnanakaw, ito yung mga abusado, ito yung mapagkunwari, at marami pang ibang mga katarantaduhan. Paano, in short, the other side of the question is, paano natin mapoproteksyonan ang mga halal, lalo na yung mga bagong mga halal, para hindi sila maloko ng mga nagkukunwaring kandidato? Paano natin malalaman yan?
Sa inyo ng mga first-time voters, ang ginagamit ko sa pagkapag ako po yung kasi guru din ako, kaya gusto ko rin na may teaching function yung aking pagkakampanya. Minsan nga, nagano'n ako kasi parang turo ako ng turo. Hindi po ako nag-speech na political speech, pero parang may teaching point para pag-uwi, meron kayong pag-iisipan at meron kayong mapapa-isa loob, at kung magaling, ay maaari ninyong gamitin sa buhay nyo. Ganon ang guro, di ba? Kaya yun ang tawag sa akin, guro, inang guro. Ina rin ako ng 6 anak, at meron din ako mga apo. Kaya alam ko kung paano ang edukasyon. Ngayon, sa inyo, paano niyo malalaman kung handa, tapat at totoo ang isang kandidato? Unang-una, meron po tayong sense of intuition, lahat tayo. So, meron kayong vibes, di ba? First impression, ay, mukhang magaling to. Tapos, sa unang impression, attracted na kayo, pakinggan nyo kung ano sasabihin. Huwag niyong pahintuin na lang dyan. Kasi ang actor, magaling, ang syempre, no? Magwapo, may ganon. Pero pakinggan nyo kung ano sasabihin. At tignan din nyo ang preparasyon. Handa ba? Ang tapat at totoo, diyan ay kung nakapagsilbi na at gustong bumalik, tignan nyo muna kung ano din ang kanilang record. Yung ba ay nakatulong sa bayan o hindi? Ngayon, kung mga baguhan naman, tignan din nyo ang record ng kahit hindi public service. Dahil pwede naman maglingkod sa bayan ng hindi ka public servant, na hindi ka naman binotohan, di ba? So tignan nyo yung public service o yung NGO work, yung non-government work nung nagkakandidato. At dyan mo titignan kung talagang handa, tapat at totoo. Ngayon, sa akin, kung tatanungin nyo, I have 1 minute to finish it, ako po ay tumatakbo dahil may misyon. Hindi po ako tumatakbo dahil may ambisyon akong magnakaw o magsinungaling o mangurakot. Hindi ko na kaya po yan sa edad ko, 62 years old na po ako. I'm as old as your grandmother. But anyway, ang mission ko po ay talagang nakatuntun sa hindi natapos na misyon ni Raul Roco na sa edukasyon. Sapagkat edukasyon lamang ang laban natin sa kahirapan at edukasyon lamang ang laban natin sa katiwalian. Character formation is what we need, and leadership is the main problem that we have now. And that we must find good leaders for your sake and ours and our country that we love. And if we don't do it now, kailan natin gagawin to? Kung hindi natin gagawin tayo mismo, sinong gagawa? Di ba?